You know what the message we get now from the television preachers and even from the preachers in their pulpits on Sunday morning? I hear this. Tell me if you've heard this. The preacher stands up and he says, here's the gospel. Here's the good news. God loves you unconditionally. Now, you're an unbeliever. You're a pagan. You don't want to have God in your thinking. You have no fear of God whatsoever. Your whole life is committed to idols. And this Christian minister just told you, God loves you unconditionally. What do you hear? I don't have to do anything. This is Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. He likes me just the way I am. I've turned out so nicely. He loves me unconditionally. You know, when I read the book, it says God abhors the evildoer. Oh yes, the evil, unrepentant person enjoys the beneficent love of God and the benevolent love of God, but the redemptive love of God is so far from him he can't imagine where it is. But who's worried about salvation if God loves you unconditionally? That's not just a lie, that's a monstrous lie. If we really are saved, we have to understand that the greatest salvation we can ever experience is to be saved from God. There's nothing more calamitous, more catastrophic that could happen to any human being, dear friends, than to fall into the hands of an angry God. Because our God, the God who is a consuming fire. He's the God we call Father. He's the God whose grace we understand and praise. But we call him Father because his Son has saved us from his wrath and has adopted us into his family. So where we deserve wrath, we get mercy. And where we deserve judgment, we get grace because of Jesus, who rightly was called Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins.